and welcome to Period Chats with Funk It Wellness. So my name is Kate Morton and I'm the dietitian and one of the founders behind Funk It. So we are an Austin-based, women-owned period PMS cycle support company, and we have all organic, natural food products that taste delicious, so you should check that out. The reason we're here today is to do a little mini health class and then probably create a bunch of questions. So if you have questions after you watch this video, please reach out to us. We'd love to talk more about it with you. So the first thing I want to talk about is something that I wish I would have learned in my high school health class, and I wish I could say I'm surprised I didn't, but I'm not. And I also took anatomy and physiology and never learned this. Our menstrual cycle actually has 4 parts, and it's kind of like a nesting doll in my mind, but that's how I look at it. You've got your period, which is like the physical bleeding, which is day 1 of your cycle. That fits into the follicular phase. Then you have ovulation, and then you have the luteal phase. So you have all 4 of those parts working together, and your hormones are changing every single day to build that cycle. So as you cycle through there, you need different nutrients and different foods and exercises and different emotional support. And that's something I just find amazing that we're not talking about more. Not surprised. The other thing is that PMS is actually not normal, it's common. So let that sit in and kind of think about that. So PMS is something that's usually a sign of a bigger problem. So everyone's body's different, their lifestyles are different, and their PMS symptoms are different. But we don't really talk about our periods because of, you may not have heard this term, but the period stigma. And what that means is we're taught they're gross, they're dirty, we should be ashamed of them, and we should definitely not talk about them. So when we keep them to ourselves and you're suffering with all these symptoms in silence, and like it sounds dramatic, but it's true. Like it's really hard. You're bent over with cramps and you've got a migraine, you can't see straight, and you're feeling honestly terrible. Like how are you supposed to go to work and like crush that presentation, get that promotion, go ace your test at school, or even just like go enjoy a social interaction with friends and family? Menstruators miss out on opportunity because they feel like crap and no one will let them talk about it. So I'm here to tell you, you can talk about it all day long. And actually, the more you talk about it, the more normal it becomes, the more education we can provide for people. And side note to that, we can actually talk about what we're experiencing. And if you always get migraines and so does your entire family that menstruates, but then you talk to your friend and they don't, maybe that's something to go talk to your gynecologist about. I mean, I would definitely recommend doing that. So you can actually identify these symptoms that are maybe not, they're common, but they're not normal. And so you can talk to your gynecologist, you can make lifestyle changes, you can try new things to actually manage and thrive during your cycle instead of just kind of accepting that you're gonna feel like crap. So when you talk about your period, you create opportunity for not just you, but for an entire generation of menstruators who are growing up right now, and your friends and your family and past generations. So ending the period stigma is not just great for our health and can actually make us feel amazing. It's important for our society. Like we've got to change this. Menstruators shouldn't be at a constant disadvantage at work, at school, at home, in their social lives. They should feel good. And we deserve that. So the more we talk about our periods, and even if it just like starts with one conversation, asking your friend like, hey, do you have a period? Do you get PMS? Do you have symptoms? Like it can start wherever you want it to start. But I'm here to tell you, your period's not gross, it's not disgusting, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. And I went through a phase in my life where due to some health complications, I wasn't having a period. And I think that if I would have spoken up earlier and not been scared to talk about it, it may have really been a different health journey for me. So I'm here to tell you it's okay to talk about that, and actually it's amazing to talk about it. So ending the period stigma is something we can all do together. And if this has brought up questions or you want to continue talking, we're actually launching our Period Chats podcast very soon. Follow us on Instagram at funk.it.wellness. You can DM us. We'd love to talk to you. We'd love to answer questions, but we'd also just love to be part of your community. Let's do this together. Let's end the period stigma and take back our cycles.